So this is day 2 in New York City.
Can you believe it's just day 2? The next morning, we probably just slept for like 7 hours. And so we decided to walk up towards Central Park, up 8th Avenue.
Here's Central Park.
Wow, we got there really quickly because we were thinking of taking the subway up, but there were some repairs this day that we figured, okay, we can walk. It's only, 3 kilometers up.
But we didn't actually go inside Central Park. We were more on the periphery.
Yes, we're just right on the edge of it.
On the west side.
So we're just right on 8th Avenue. We just passed Columbus Circle, actually, right there. That corner monument was the...
Here's Strawberry Fields.
Strawberry Fields was dedicated to John Lennon, who was gunned down.
And this, imagine...
His apartment. Yeah.
This is where people put flowers.
And memorials.
And this is a quiet zone. Strawberry Fields.
Like his song.
Yes.
Forever. So I wanted to check out all these different places in Central Park, but we actually ran out of time to go through each and every one of them.
Here they're selling buttons, John Lennon buttons. And here's a map of Central Park.
It's huge. Like, we barely even got half of it. I think our endpoint would have been
the Upper West Side, Upper East Side.
Yep. We would stop right at the Jacqueline Kennedy Oasis, like reservoir. We were just at the south part of that. We couldn't even go beyond it. And then all of these buildings to our left, they're actually like previous mansions, if you can believe that. Or yes, they were churches too, or different places of interest, but some of them are actual people's mansions that they donated to the city.
We watched the Gilded Age, and so we were looking for buildings that would remind us of the Gilded Age.
Check it out. It's again from the 1800s New York City, when they were getting really wealthy off railroad money or steel money. Some of them are libraries now, or some of them are
but it's interesting how you can see
archives.
Like older buildings mixed in with the new buildings.
Yes, and you could really appreciate the old architecture. Like, how do they make them, right? Like, when you look at how intricate some of the carvings, moldings on the building, it's pretty amazing.
But there are buildings in Toronto similar to the New York old buildings, right?
Yeah. So these kinds of buildings were made so that more people could be housed in them as the city progressed and evolved. So now they're more into like condos or apartments because the population of New York was just filling up with more and more people. But they still look pretty luxurious,
San Remo.
Right? So San Remo is a pretty standout kind of building because it has these twin towers at the top, if you had looked at that.
And here's some more cool architecture.
So we were just walking, and it's a very, very hot morning already. It was probably in the 30s, the low 30s at this point.
31 degrees Celsius.
And it was not even 10 o'clock. We're trying to get to the American Museum of Natural History, which opens at 10. And it's about halfway through the half part of the park.
This is another museum? I don't remember.
There's a lot of different cultural buildings there before the American Museum. There's also the Robert Louis Stevenson School. There's also a lot of tours. A lot of city tours are also located in these as businesses now. But also a bunch of churches.
Here's some old architecture mixed in with the brick.
Oh, interesting. This was on 88th?
Yeah, around there. So I wasn't sure if they redid it and added the brick in.
Probably. Or they build upon it, right?
Yeah. I just kept going up.
So again, it was just a matter of like finding better housing alternatives compared to just like little townhouses like that, right? That would only house a family or two.
Yeah, this looks old, but new.
But old.
Yeah.
It's almost like Harry Potterish, where they like
and here's
squash
some
things.
of the green that used to be copper, maybe.
Are they gargoyle? Is that even a word?
I didn't see the gargoyles.
But see how there's like a change in like height?
Yeah, shorter than higher.
Right? So again, once they were able to build higher, I'm sure it became more boundless. But this is actually the Upper West Side of the park.
Yes.
The Upper East Side are more private dwellings. You
Okay.
didn't get to walk on that, but Justin and I went there later today.
And so these are just...
They look like the Cosby Show houses.
Yeah, these are like just townhouses.
Brownstones.
But I think it's the facade that looks old. Because from the side, it just looks
like a brick.
So I think they redid it to make it look old.
So these kinds of houses also reminds me of like Sex and the City show, right? They kind of.
But I wonder how much these houses.
Millions. Like at a certain point, you just
Because
inherit.
there's lots of them.
You just inherit a house, right? Like you wait for your mom and dad to bequeath it to you, and then it's yours. But I would hear like celebrities would buy 2 or 3 of them and then kind of remodel it from the inside.
Oh, okay.
So they'll have like 2
high ceilings on the inside.
And then they'll have an elevator inside. Like I've seen like the designer Anna Sui, her townhouse looks really cool.
These types of houses.
And then they'll redo the inside. They'll gut it, right? So they'll buy 2 units, and then it's just all there's kind of space to run into. But saying that they have real estate.
Looks nice, right?
Yeah, it does. It's very cool. It's very neighborhoody.
It's interesting how once it's like white, and like it's red, and then there's like one that just stands out. It's like white.
Yeah. So I was reading somewhere that a brownstone is made more of sand versus the stucco, which was made of cement.
And brownstone is older?
I think younger.
Oh, younger.
I think it was just maybe a lower resource alternative.
Okay. And here is Abraham Lincoln, and this is from 1887. This building here.
Oh, what was it though? We don't know. That's cool. See, I like these pillars. Like, how did they even make them?
Yeah, 1902.
Very cool. Does it make you think of Lego? So this was your way back at home?
No, this was yeah. That last one was on the way home.
Oh, okay.